ERP system software is part of the IT sector, and because of its usefulness and success, it is now considered a multi-billion-dollar industry. Do you get that point? That is meaning of ERP system. Now let us see evolution of ERP. ERP has evolved from the system known as Materials Manufacturing Requirement Planning, that is called as MRP2. With the integration of information between vendors, customers and manufacturers using LAN, WAN, MAN and Internet, etc. MRP2 system again evolved from MRP, that is material, and because of its usefulness and success, it is now considered a multi-billion-dollar industry. Do you get that point? That is meaning of ERP system. Now let us see evolution of ERP. ERP has evolved from the system known as Materials Manufacturing Requirement Planning, that is called as MRP2. With the integration of information between vendors, customers and manufacturers using LAN, WAN, MAN and Internet, etc. MRP2 system again evolved from MRP, that is Material Requirement Planning system, is a technique that exploits the end product demands obtained from master production schedules for the given product structure, which is taken from bill of material, it's called as a BOM, into a schedule of planned orders considering the inventory in hand. So MRP2, the main problem in the MRP2 is that it has not been able to effectively integrate the different functional areas to share the resource effectively. Further, the traditional application systems which the organization generally employ treat each transaction separately. Further, they are built around the strong boundaries of specific functions that a specific application is meant to order. Therefore, the diagram shows that the evolution of ERP, that is in 1960, inventory control packages are used for maintaining detailed information of the organization. In 1970, materials requirements planning is used for keeping automatic record of organization. Further, in 1980, manufacturing resource planning helps us to maintain information. In 1990, enterprise resource planning is born and it is more useful to the organization, and from 2000s, extended ERP, which is helping for organization for keeping detailed information about the organization. Now let us see different enabling technologies in the ERP system. It is not possible to think of an ERP system without sophisticated information technology infrastructure. It is said that the earlier ERP systems were built only to work with huge mainframe computers, but today the new system helps us to use client-server architecture, that's called a client-server technology. Advantage of that technology is scalable using the relational database management system, it's called as an RDBMS. Most of the ERP systems exploit the power of three-tier client server architecture. Further, the other important enabling technologies for ERP system are workflows, workgroup, workware, electronic data interchange called as EDI, internet, intranet, data warehousing, and so on. Let us do you get that point? Okay. Now let us see what are different characteristics of the ERP system. Any system has to possess few key characteristics to qualify for the true ERP solution. These features are: first, flexibility. An ERP system should be flexible to respond to the changing needs of an enterprise. The client-server technology enables ERP to run across various database backends through open database connectivity. It is called as an ODBC. Next, it is a modular and open system. ERP system should have open system architecture. This means that any module can be interfaced or detached whenever required without affecting the other modules. It should support multiple hardware platforms for the companies having heterogeneous collection of systems. It must support some third-party add-ons also. Next, it's comprehensive. It should be able to support variety of organizational functions and must be suitable for a wide range of business organizations. Next, it's beyond the company. It should not be confined to the organizational boundaries, rather support the online connectivity to the other business entities of the organization. Next, it's the best business practice. It must have a collection of the best business processes applicable worldwide. An ERP package imposes its own logic on a company's strategy, culture, and organization. Do you understand the characteristics of ERP? Now, let us see features of ERP system. Some of the major features of ERP and what ERP can do for business system are: supports. ERP provides multi-platform, multi-facility, multi-mode manufacturing, multi-currency, and multi-language facilities. It supports strategic and business planning activities, operational planning and execution activities, creation of materials and resources. ERP covering all functional areas like manufacturing, sales and distribution, finance, inventory, HRM, SCM, etc. ERP performs core activities and increase customer service, thereby augmenting the corporate image. ERP bridges the information gap across the organization. ERP provides a complete integration of systems not only across departments but also across companies under the same management or to the integrated management systems with same or multiple projects. ERP allows automatic introduction of the latest technologies like EFT, that is electronic fund transfer, EDI, electronic data interchange, internet, VC, that is video conferencing, e-commerce, etc. ERP eliminates most business problems like material storages, productivity enhancements, customer services, cash management, inventory problem, quality problems, prompt delivery, and so on. ERP provides intelligent business tools like decision support system, executive information system, data mining, and easy working system to enable better decision making. So friends, these are the some features of the ERP system. Now do you get that point? Okay, now we will move to the next point, that is why companies undertake ERP. There are different reasons because of that companies undertake ERP. First one is unique information flow. As ERP is an integrated system, so every department should get a unique information overall the connected organization, which leads to a unique information and is helpful for the decision making. Next, integrate finance information, and the CEO tries to understand the company's overall performance. He may find many different versions of the truth ERP, which creates a single version of the system which cannot be questioned because everyone is using the same system. Next, integrate financial information, which is helping for collecting, analyzing all financial transactions in the organization. Next, integrate customer order information. ERP system can become the place where the customer order lives from the time to customer service representative receives it until the loading dock ships the merchandise and finance sends an invoice. By having this information in one software system, companies can keep track of orders more easily and coordinate manufacturing, inventory, and shipping among many different locations simultaneously. Next, it standardize and speed up manufacturing processes. Manufacturing companies, especially those with an enterprise for merging and acquisitions, often find that multiple business units across the company make the same transaction, recording, reporting using different methods and computer systems. ERP systems come with the standard methods for automating some of the steps of a manufacturing process. Next, it reduces inventory. ERP helps the manufacturing process flow more smoothly, and it improves visibility of the order fulfillment process inside the company. That can lead to reduce inventories of the materials used to make products, and it can help users better plan deliveries to customers, reducing the finished good inventory at the warehouse and shipping docks. Next, it's standardized human information process. Especially all companies with multiple business units, HR may not have a unified, simple method for tracking employees' time and communicating with them about benefits and services. ERP can fix that. So these are the reasons because of that companies wants to undertake, that is install ERP system in their organization. Do you get that point? Okay, now we'll move to the next point, that is functions of ERP system. There are different functions of ERP. Some of the important functions are: first, to manage the various resources within the company to make sure they are being utilized in a cost-effective way. Second, to ensure that all resources are being used properly. Next, it helps for tracking and managing things such as a company's capacity for production, cash levels, raw materials, as its disposals, payroll information and purchase orders. Next, to communicate all pertinent information to the many departments like accounting, sales, purchasing, manufacturing, marketing, etc. as they require the data. Software being continuously updated and watched in real time and sure needed information is accessible by each appropriate department. And last, to pass information outside the organization as per need to stakeholders, government, customers, etc. So these are the some important functions of the ERP. Do you understand this concept? That is overview of ERP. Let us see some questions based on that topic. Question number 1. What is ERP? Why companies wish to implement ERP? Second, discuss functions of ERP. And third, recognize characteristics of ERP system. Now these are the different references. I referred books, that is ERP Demystified by Alex Leon, Modern ERP by Maren Bradford, Enterprise Resource Planning by Mary Sommer, Concepts in Enterprise Resource Planning, Concepts by Brett Wagner, ERP Make It Happen by Thomas F. Wallens. Also, I refer different web series, web books, web sites I mentioned here. Thank you for watching video. Very soon we will meet in the next video with a new topic, that is ERP implementation in the organization. Okay, once again thank you for attending this video. Thank you.